welcome to the final match of round 2 of the YugiTuber Grand Championship. In this match, we have Vexacus4666 playing Ritual Beasts, going up against RescueCatDuelist and her infamous Sylvans. And with us, once again, we have the Cali Effect.
Wait, she won that game?
Didn't you commentate that game?
Yeah, she won that one? Oh my god, I can't believe she won.
You don't remember Shooting Star Dragon was just like MVP?
Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm still surprised that she won, though.
And you were thoroughly impressed with how reliably she could get out the Shooting Star?
That's how you know it's a struggle. I was there when she won, and I'm still shocked. Weeks later. So, RescueCatDuelist is going to open up with Sylvan Charity. She's going to draw 3 cards, like Graceful Charity would do. But instead of discarding 2, she's going to reveal 2 cards, one including a Sylvan card, and then stack them to the top of her deck. One of her cards are going to be Peacekeeper, and then the other one's going to be Cherub Sprout. Sweet. And so stack, much power.
Exactly. You know, Graceful Charity's banned, but Sylvan Charity's at 3. Completely fair.
Too strong. Now, I think the only thing Sylvans need is a Sylvan monster that can search cards when it's excavated, and then they're just like golden.
Yeah, because, I mean, they have so many things like Graveyard Recursion, and they have the +1 from Hermitry. They just have so many different, like, tools and utility that it's just, yeah. Just having just a good searcher when excavated would be perfect.
And then you can search Sylvan Charity.
Well, Sage Koya, in a way, kind of already does that.
Well, yeah, it adds it from the graveyard, but I want something to actually search it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah. So we see RescueCatDuelist is going to summon the Curry Bandit, activate Mount Sylvania, and then proceed to her end phase, triggering the Curry Bandit and excavating the top 5, which is Peacekeeper, Cherub Sprout, Cimoooooooo, Hermitry, and Curry Bandit. So she won't. She hit 5 monsters.
Best fucking excavation ever.
So she doesn't.
Can I have these type of excavations?
Unfortunately, though, she doesn't get to add anything from the Curry Bandit, but she gets to trigger a hell of a lot of effects.
Now, you want to know what's even worse? She moves like Sage Koya, another Sylvan Charity,
a Glow-Up Bolt,
Cherub Sprout, you know, just everything.
So, using the Peacekeeper, she's going to special summon the... Oh, no, or is she using the Cherub Sprout to summon the Spore? I'm sorry. I
see Dual Rock 88 lurking on this game. I'm watching... and then he disappeared. All right. All right. Yeah, all right, nigga. I'm watching you.
So like I was saying, she summoned the Spore off of, I believe, the Cherub Sprout?
Yes, the Cherub Sprout effect, when it's excavated, you can special summon a level 1 plant monster, I believe, from your deck to your side of the field.
Yes, and then she's going to use Hermitry to stack her top 3, and then the Peacekeeper is going to special summon the Cherub Sprout.
Yeah, and she's not going to use the effect of her Cherub Sprout. That's an easy indication for Vexacus4666 to know that that's probably a card she'd want to her hand. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say his name like that throughout the whole video.
I think you'd appreciate that. We see MST quickly come down on the...
What kind of shit is this? I wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I wanted to see a match, not, you know, just... His second card was DeFi. Like, all right. I see how you doing there. So he's going to summon both of his Ritual Beast Tamers, Elder and Win, and is going to get over both of RescueCatDuelist plant monsters. While Dimensional Fissure is on the field, they would not go to the graveyard. They will get banished, which is going to be a really big edge for Vexacus4666.
It's really good, too, because Vexacus managed to banish the Spore, so it's pretty much just killing any utility for it later on.
Yeah, that's not cool. So, RescueCatDuelist is hoping to draw into a Mystical Space Typhoon, I can only imagine.
Well, luckily for her, she had another Sylvan Charity, because it doesn't look like she ripped into it off of the Hermitry stack.
Uh-oh. Not like that Cimoooooooo was going to do anything, but it would have been nice to see it, you know, activate. Yeah. Because that's what our cards want to do.
So stacking the Cimoooooooo and the Martial Leaf.
Martial Leaf seems to be on top. Mushroomo seems to be on the bottom. She's going to summon Lone Fire Blossom into back row. This will be really interesting to see if Vexacus4666... Oh, it loses to a Solemn.
Right. It lost to a Warning very quickly.
Can I at least, like, finish commentary? Vexacus4666. I don't know how many 6s are in his name, alright? I see 3, but I'm going to say 5.
Oh, she has the space, though, for the Dimensional Fissure.
Oh, that would have helped like 10 years ago.
I'm curious as to why she didn't space before the Lone Fire play.
That's what I'm curious for as well.
Oh, Regeki, though.
Oh, okay. All right. The struggle is real right here.
Yeah. That's a really potent combination, because now the monsters aren't banished as well, so...
Yeah, but still, you still want to wonder, why didn't she, Mystical Space Typhoon to D5 before the Lone Fire? It's just a head-scratcher right there.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
Martial Leaf is going to excavate a Cimoooooooo in another card if Vexacus466666 allows it.
And it's a Princess Sprout.
This every time. Watch, she's going to reveal the Sage Koya? No?
Potentially. She might have. She only has one in hand. It could be possible.
If it's the Sage Koya, I give up on this game. I need to learn from her how to play Sylvans.
It doesn't look like it. So the co-commentator is going to target the back row, which Vexacus is going to chain, which is Emergency Teleport.
Mm-hmm. Emergency Teleport is going to special summon one of his Ritual Beast Tamer monsters to the field. Look, Vexacus, I know you play really good, but at least allow me to say what cards you're going to summon. Thank you. You're such a jerk.
RescueCatDuelist is going to special off the Princess Sprout since it was excavated.
Actually, it'd be interesting. I was actually going to go for Lara, because Lara can't be destroyed, and at the end phase it would get banished, but he's going to go with Elder.
He has the Steeds, though, which is going to destroy the Martial Leaf, so it's going to protect the Elder, which isn't really going to do a whole lot since it's just going to get banished in the end phase.
Yeah, but it's still really interesting. Had he just summoned the Lara, he would have been able to keep the Steeds.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Yeah.
He's just going to set one and pass. Vexacus is just top decking at this point. I mean, I guess RescueCatDuelist is as well, but she has a little bit more she can work with.
Uh-oh. So no, that Princess Sprout, too strong.
Yep, she's going to tribute off the Princess Sprout to excavate, and she hits a Peacekeeper.
Oh! Now, this is where it becomes pivotal. If she would have Mystical Space Typhoon with the Dimensional Fissure, it would have been Lone Fire Blossom in the graveyard. That is not something to laugh at when you excavate a Peacekeeper.
Yeah, but she's going to bring out the Cimoooooooo.
Oh, so I need to take that back, because that's not anything to go over.
But she has Soul Charge.
Well, that would have been very nice to have the Lone Fire in graveyard for.
Yeah. Especially in tandem with the Peacekeeper as well.
Plot twist, Vexacus has Bottomless.
Hey, you never know. But it looks like she's just going to go for one, settling on the Hermitry, which is really good because she just stacked the Princess Sprout, so she can go for a rank 8 here.
Okay.
And especially
and
going
draw
up
one.
And draw one. And not to mention that Vexacus already used his Solemn Warning, so pretty much her going into Felgrand is pretty much guaranteed safe at this point.
Yeah, Felgrand is probably going to get to the field more often than not, and he's going to be looking at least 2,800 less life points.
Well, no, because she's Soul Charged, so she can't attack this turn.
Shh. She's exceeding with the Cimoooooooo. You should be talking about her.
That's true, but it looks like she just made a mistake, so that's why I wasn't talking about her.
Your mother.
Your mother has a hermitry.
I don't even know what to say if my mama had a hermitry. So RescueCatDuelist already with a solid field. Advantage has already been gained. She has a 4-2 advantage to Vexacus. Let's see how he can come back from this.
He top decks the Wen. Oh, he's just revealing that he has nothing, and he's just going to scoop it up for the game 2.
I wonder, how did he say that? You got this one. I open with Tamers and no Beast. Does he talk with a lisp?
I don't know.
I'm gonna pretend to be him and talk with a lisp.
That is one of the biggest problems, though, of the Ritual Beast deck, is that it can brick like that. You can either get a handful of all Ritual Beasts or Tamers, and you're just completely screwed. Yeah,
so Vexacus is going to start off strong, banishing Kanahawk with Gold Sarcophagus, and then summoning Wind to further special summon the Kanahawk and just start doing some really nasty plays, the plays that Ritual Beast intend to do.
Yes.
So with Kanahawk, you can already assume that he's going to banish a Ritual Beast monster, not a Tamer.
Most likely, he's probably going to go for Rampengu. I was just about to say that.
Mm-hmm. And now he's going to banish and special summon Kanahawk. Kanahawk is going to target one of his Ritual Beast monsters that can be special summoned, and Kanahawk, and then chain itself to special summon the monsters back again, effectively being able to search a Ritual Beast card and put Kanahawk into the graveyard. There.
And the reason why it's important to get the Rampengu is so that you can continue to combo off after that, since they can only each be special summoned once per turn, and not to mention Rampengu is going to send another Ritual Beast so that you can continue to keep going.
Your girlfriend keeps going.
The order is very important.
Yes, it really is.
Steeds off the first Kanahawk effect.
Now, an Effect Veiler would have made this man's day, like, just go away.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I mean, I don't imagine RescueCatDuelist would play Effect Veiler. I mean, I don't know if she would side it, but I doubt it.
Hey, Effect Veiler, this format is too strong. Yeah, I remember, we've seen Fire Fist, we've seen Geargia. All decks with Effect Veiler is being pretty good against. We've seen the Trap Tricks. I'm just saying, it wasn't a bad idea.
Mermail. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, Effect Veiler isn't horrible against Mermail.
So, Vexacus is going to summon the Kanahawk for the second time.
And then he's going to go into either another Steed's, Ambush, or the spell card that you shouldn't be playing a lot of.
Yeah, and he's going to grab the Ambush.
So, Ambush Steeds kind of lets us know that he has Ambush Steeds face down. That's a really, really good opening setup. 2 other back row, 3 other back row.
5 other back row.
Yeah. So Vexacus seems to have this game.
Vexacus is channeling his inner Dual Rock 88 here, putting up the Great Wall of China, so...
The Great Wall of China.
But Rescue Cat opens up with Sylvan Charity again, so that's a pretty good start.
Alright, so if she can get a Black Rose Dragon to the field, untouched... and uses effect, I'm pretty sure she wins. My statistical analysis says when RescueCatDuelist summons Black Rose Dragon and uses his effect untouched, she will win this game.
So it looks like she's going to stack the Cherub Sprout and the Hermitry. Hermitry going second and Cherub Sprout going on top.
Okay. So is Vexus going to flip the macro right now, or is he just going to let her play with herself for a little longer?
He might probably wait. Okay, well, there's a Sylvania. So, I mean, there's really no way to preemptively hit macro.
No, I said, is Vexus going to flip face up the macro? Because we've seen all the answers in the last couple of duels.
That's true. So. That's what I'm saying, though. She doesn't really... she doesn't really have to... Or rather, I'm sorry, Vexacus doesn't have to activate macro, really, until she commits to a play.
You are correct.
So...
I'm just waiting for it.
So there's the ambush in the end phase.
So Ambush is more than likely going to summon Kanahawk and whatever. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is going to allow Vexacus on his next turn to just start, just building up a lot of advantage.
Yeah.
Especially because he has 1 Steeds back there.
You want to know what's worse than 1 Steeds?
3 Steeds.
No. 2 Steeds. 2 Steeds is worse than 1 Steeds. So Imperial Iron Wall. Oh, and then it's met by Mystical Space Typhoon. Really smart. I have to applaud Vexacus466666 to save on that Mystical Space Typhoon instead of either blindly going into back row or hitting the Mount Sylvania. He's definitely stepped his game up from last game.
Well, it was really good. I'm assuming that was a side deck choice of RescueCatDuelist because she used that in response to the Kanahawk effect. And if you can pretty much keep an Iron Wall in play up against Ritual Beasts, that's really hard for them to get around.
Yeah, it's pick up sticks. Good game. You lost. I mean, it's just basically Imperial Iron Wall says, hey, Ritual Beast player, I know you like Yu-Gi-Oh! And all, but I'm going to let you finish. You can't play.
It's essentially like a themed Vanity's Emptiness that only works against them.
I mean, I really can't even explain what it's like. It's like a goal.
So Vexacus is going to go ahead and contact the Kanahawk and the Wen into a second ulti Kanahawk. And on that, we're going to see Rescue Cat flip up Torrential.
That Torrential, though! And then
Vexacus is going to chain the Ritual Beast spell. That's going to allow him to fuse up. So he's going to go into ulti Pedalfin.
God damn, you smart Vexacus.
That's super smart because the Pedalfin cannot be destroyed by card effects, so it's actually going to live through the Torrential.
That Pink Dolphin's just too strong!
The Pink Dolphin's been putting a lot of work in this tournament. We've seen it survive Regeki, Torrential. And now it's just going to allow him to contact out and bring the Kanahawk back, so... Man, Kanahawk is so abusable in this deck.
He said, why did you add that to your hand? He's getting ahead of himself. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You better remember that. Anyways, so, I mean, I just love this deck. When you don't brick with this deck, it's very, very, very hard to beat. From tier all the way to scrub level decks, it's not really many decks that this deck will have a problem with, unless your deck mains Imperial Iron Wall, which I've seen sometimes. It just happens.
Yeah, well, and especially, too, if we're talking about, like, the current April meta, it doesn't really help that Imperial Iron Wall is a good choice against Necros as well, so that is just a multi-use for that card in the side deck.
Well, you guys know what to start mainboarding if Imperial Iron Wall, or if Ritual Beasts ever become dominant.
Yeah. So it looks like Ulti Kanahawk's going to go ahead and activate, returning to Ritual Beasts, and Vexacus is going to add the Lara to his hand, and now we're just going to summon it to bring one of them back. Probably the Apelio?
Yeah. And I'm all sitting, we both sitting here like, nigga, do you have game yet? It's been 25 minutes for your turn. Like, come on, man. I'm going to go get some coffee or something.
So he's going to use the effect of Apelio, banish the Petal Fin, so now all the Ritual Beasts get plus 500 until the end of the turn.
And keep in mind, even when Ritual Beast monsters would leave the field and come back, those monsters still gain that 500 attack.
Unless it's Ulti Apelio when it attacks.
I found out that the hard way. Made him real strong.
So Vexacus is going to go ahead and attack with both, and that's going to do 4,500 damage total. And
looks like RescueCatDuelist can't math.
Yeah, I think Vexacus was just explaining that the Apelio still... The effect of the Apelio still applies to the Ulti Kanahawk.
That math, too strong.
And so that's going to leave RescueCat on 3,500, and he's going to end with the Dimensional Fissure.
Really, Vexacus? Really? Really? I watch your channels, and this is what you're going to do to my baby mama? Is that what you really do? Genuinely. Come on now.
So
really?
In the end phase, RescueCatDuelist is going to have to Sylvania for a Cherub Sprout. She has a Sylvan Charity, but, it's not really going to do her a lot of good if she can't excavate at the moment. So she's just going to be begging to get an MST.
Me and Vexus ain't even friends no more. Look what he did to my baby mama like that. Look what he did. It's not even cool, man. I demand an apology. Because this hurts.
For such rude, inappropriate behavior of not letting her play.
You gotta let her win. Nah. It's more than letting her play. You gotta let her win.
Well, she won game 1, and it seemed like Vexacus, that wasn't really his fault.
I guess you got a point there. So RescueCatDuelist is going to summon her Lone Fire Blossom. Maybe it'll get solemned again this time, and she'll follow up with a Mystical Space Typhoon. No? No? Okay.
What does your statistical analysis say on that?
My statistical analysis says that if this Lone Fire Blossom would have gotten Solemn Warning, and RescueCatDuelist would have followed up with a Mystical Space Typhoon, she would have won the game.
Well, instead, the Lone Fire is going to resolve. Unfortunately, it's going to get banished, but she has the Hermitry.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, look at that low, medium, and high on that Lone Fire Blossom. It was like $1 for the low, 4 for the medium, and 14 for the high. Oh my god.
And the CPs aren't even that much.
Yeah, the CPs are what, 50? Oh, and there's the Mystical Space Typhoon. All right, now I feel very confident with RescueCatDuelist. Oh, never mind. I forgot that existed. Is there a Forbidden Lion Space she have in her hand?
It doesn't look like it. So it looks like the MST is going to destroy the Dimensional Fissure, and Steeds is going to destroy the Hermitry.
I'm still like banging my head on the desk, wondering why doesn't she MST DeFi before she summons Lone Fire. I mean, granted, in this particular situation, like in this particular situation, it wouldn't have did anything. But I don't understand. Are you playing like DDRs?
That would be really interesting if she cited those in.
RescueCatDuelist opens up 2 Imperial Iron Wall and a strong setup. Watch. Curry Bandit. Too strong.
Yeah, but you open the Curry Bandit, which that's just as good as Sylvan Charity, so...
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I personally
one of her God Excavations.
Yeah. I personally don't like Curry Bandit, but in her particular build, I see why she runs it.
Yeah, her build is so monster heavy. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
But
so she's going to mill
There's
bandit.
A Peacekeeper.
I'm going to look. We're going to have to cut each other off, all right? She's going to add the Mystical Space Typhoon to her hand. Unfortunately, none of her mills were, like, godly.
Well, luckily with the Sage Koya, she can grab back the
Mount Sylvania instead of nothing.
Yeah, and then she can special summon the Peacekeeper. And hopefully, maybe she'll hit something with the Peacekeeper. You never know. Watch. And it's a Martial Leaf, so that doesn't do anything.
Oh, man. Too good. You know what? My son has me watching that Super Y crap. And every time I see Sylvan Peacekeeper, I think of that song. It says, like, carrots and peas. Peas and carrots. Like, I'm thinking of a Sylvan carrot monster now. I'm just... Son has me all messed up. So, Vexacus4666 is going to summon Ripengu, sending the Pink Dolphin, banishing the Pink Dolphin to send the Pink Dolphin from the deck to the graveyard. Probably will follow up with a Sylphid or a Garuda, whatever is his choice, and do some more plays, maybe?
Either that, or he could even... Oh, E-Telly, that's another thing.
There's the E-Telly, yep, there's another... That's a card. Almost forgot that card existed.
Yeah. And so, even though we've seen it like twice this match already.
Yeah, we've seen it enough to know that it exists, but we forget about it. So he's going to summon Tamer, and then Contact into Ulti Kanahawk?
Most likely. There's no reason to go Ulti Apelio at this point.
Uh-oh, here comes the Imperial Iron Wall. Come on, Rescue Cat, you can flip it.
Yeah, it looks like she has a response. She has the Torrential.
Not bad, not bad. I'll take that. I'll take that.
I think that's really good because it's stopping Vexacus from just doing any sort of crazy shenanigans, and it's also putting those two monsters in the graveyard where they're the least useful.
Yep.
Now, if Vexacus has... Oh, go ahead.
No, you good. Or back row, I don't have anything else to say.
If Vexacus does have an ambush, it's not really going to matter, but at least she's cut off the potential for something, potentially big.
Okay, yeah, you're right about that. Wait, so Longfire's going to go to the graveyard now? Oh my god.
For the first time in this whole match, Lonefire is going to hit the graveyard.
This might be something special.
So she's going to summon off the Hermitry.
And then she's going to activate Hermitry's effect, provided that... Or, no, I apologize. She's going to activate Mount Sylvania, which would have been obviously the smarter play.
Obviously. She obviously knows what she's doing. Unlike us.
She's going to pay costs. Dandelion! Dandelion! And he's going to Twister it. That's not nice.
I'd say that's a pretty good... I mean, even though she's going to still get the Dandelion tokens, I mean, hitting the Sylvania with the Twister is still pretty strong.
Well, assuming that it would have went off, we could assume that Rescue Cat... Well, that's not nice either. We're going to assume that RescueCatDuelist... Oh, and it followed by the Typhoon. Duh. We would assume that she would have put Komushuno on the top of her deck and then activated Sylvan Hermitry. And that's just the most godliest excavation I've ever seen.
Excavating the Cherub Sprout, getting the +1 off the Hermitry, now getting the Cherub Sprout's effect, and she's chaining the Sage Koya that she has in hand on top of that.
Oh man, RescueCatDuelist, come on now, don't fail me now. Is Vexacus466666 have a response?
Doesn't look like it, but she's going to summon the glow-up bulb off of the Cherub Sprout. And now things are not going to be looking good for Vexacus.
Yeah, that's a pretty big board against just 2 back row. She's going to make level 8, possibly Stardust Spark Dragon. Or no, she plays Stardust, so she's going to probably make Shooting Star Dragon.
Yeah, because now she can glow-up bulb, get the bulb back, and then go ahead and make Formula, and then just go Shooting Star from there.
She loves that Shooting Star Dragon.
She does. She's going to activate the glow-up bulb. She's going to hit a blaster.
What the hell? This looks like game.
So there
she just has all... Today is her lucky day, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is just... I mean, granted, her deck is, I think, like over 75% monsters. So the fact that she's going to hit something good...
Yeah, it's pretty high. I see what you're saying.
The statistics are pretty high on that one.
Yeah. Statistically, I should have known that.
As we've been crunching these statistics,
Yeah, statistically, we should have known that. 80% of the time we don't know stuff is when the game changes dramatically. And
here comes Shooting Star.
Oh, we knew that, so the game didn't change that much. So So she's going to activate Shooting Star's effect and excavate 5, or reveal 5
You
tuners.
want her to do that so bad.
I do, just because it's like the most dirtbag move.
You don't think she's going to swing for 6k instead.
Ooh. But she could have swung for what? What's 5 times 33? You're the mathematical genius here.
5 times 33?
Yeah, she could have hit with like 70, what? 74, 5? I don't know.
5 times 33 is like 165.
Oh, look. I didn't tell you to be the mathematical genius. I just told you to be a mathematical genius.
Doesn't it just add 500 for each? You said times.
No, it can attack for as many tuners you reveal.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So she only needed 1, and she could have had game there.
Yeah. Well, no, if she would have revealed 1, it would have only been able to attack once.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
And if she would have revealed 0, she wouldn't be able to attack. That's why you don't really use that effect.
I get what you're saying. Okay. So Vexacus summons the Wen, attacks over the last Dandelion token, and then uses Steeds to pop the Hermitry.
What kind of trickery is this? RescueCatDuelist is definitely thinking, like, okay, do I negate that effect, or... like, do I let that go? Okay, Vexacus was just doing it just to be Vexacus.
Yep, Vexacus is just going to go ahead and concede the game. And RescueCat is the last duelist to make it into the top 8. Thank you all so much for watching the video, and we will see you in the top 8.
Thank you, Vexacus. I love you for letting her win.